Brian Cimino back on Beyond the Arc with Michael O'Brien and AJ Rompza of the Chicago Sun-Times. This is a new segment we have on the show. It's called the MVP segment with AJ Rompza, and he's going to go on the road every week, talk about teams, talk about certain players. And AJ, you went to your old stopping grounds, Whitney Young, this past week and talked to the big man, Jahlil Okafor.
One of the most humble people I've ever met to have such a high ranking as the #1 player in the country. It's just something that, you know, I can't stress to enough people or to enough high school players out there that that's the person you need to follow. But basketball-wise, I mean, I don't know what else to say about him. He's the most dominant player in the state right now. A great person, a great basketball player, and really the sky's the limit. If it wasn't for Jabari Parker, you could easily be the most talked about player in the state. Do you like having him here, or would you rather it just be all about you?
Yeah, definitely. I think I like having him here because he gets a lot of the attention and kind of lets me, you know, stay in the background and do my own thing because I don't really like all the attention.
Is it easier having another top player, not just in the state, but also in the country, who you can definitely relate to when things are, you know, maybe going bad or something?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Jabari being a senior, me being a junior, he's pretty much experienced everything. He gives me a heads up and let me know what to expect.
A lot of eyes are always on you, whether you're on the basketball court, whether you're outside. How do you deal with that pressure? Is it tough?
It's not really tough. I have a lot of great people around me with my coaches, my friends, and my family, and I let my dad handle most of that stuff with the attention, and it just allows me to be a kid and just keep playing basketball.
How do you stay so humble with everyone just constantly always talking about you, you know, different articles being written about you?
I just always know that's something I never wanted to be, was be cocky and be rude to somebody just because they weren't as noticed as I was. So I just try to be myself, stay humble, and like I said, just let my dad handle most of the attention that I receive.
Who else can you credit for your success?
I can give a lot of credit to my coaches, Coach Tyrone Slaughter, the head coach of our varsity team. He's been looking out for me since I was an 8th grader. He was my AAU coach, and he stays on me. He never lets me let myself down. And then, of course, my dad, he knows that I want to be the best, so he makes sure that I stay on top of everything I do. What are your goals individually and as a team for this upcoming season? For the team, of course, the state championship. We win the state championship. All my individual goals will handle itself, like player of the year and stuff like that. As the leader of the team and also only being a junior, what can you bring the team to help them this year? Like you said, being a leader. Me being on varsity since I was a freshman, I'm a little bit more experienced than some of the other guys. I think last year we had 3 sophomores starting, and we were kind of lacking a leader, and that kind of affected us in a negative way. So this year, I'm doing my best to be a leader. It's a new role to me, but it's something I'm working on. Talking to Coach Dye, he said that the leadership has been the best since I started playing. Do you think a lot of that credit is towards you and how close you are with your teammates? Yeah, definitely. I don't consider myself as their boss. I'm still one of their teammates. It's just all my achievements I have. I think my teammates respect me a lot more than with somebody else. So I just try to take advantage of that and do a lot of things like lead by example. That's the one thing I'm really good at. Instead of just bossing them around, just lead by example. And if they see me going hard, I feel like they have no choice but to go hard. Does it ever cross your mind about college or even the NBA sometimes? Oh yeah, definitely, because my dream goal is to be in the NBA. So that's something I always think about. But I know I have a while till I get there and a lot of work to do. So I'm just trying to remain humble and keep working. What has been the biggest challenge for you outside of basketball? The biggest challenge for me is definitely the passing of my mother. When that happened, I was trying to out of it for a while. I really didn't want to do anything, but I use basketball as a way for me to get my mind off things, and basketball really helped me out with that. Before the game, is there something that you do to honor her, whether you pray, whether you put something on your shoes, or is there something, or you just lay it all on the court for every single time you play? Before I wouldn't say any regular game, but definitely before all my major games, I would definitely talk to my mom and usually pray to her and pray to God. And I feel like my mom always has my back on the court, because some things on the court I don't understand how I'm able to do it. So I just believe she's helping me out. Is there one game that you want to play right now? Yeah, definitely. January 26th, we play Simeon. That's the date I cannot wait for. Them winning state last year and ending our season, I'm kind of thirsty, as people would call it, to play them. This is AJ Rompza from Beyond the Arc, and I want to thank Jahlil Okafor for spending some time with us and telling us a little bit about yourself and for the upcoming season. I appreciate it. Thank you.